guys? Mark Happy here. Welcome to another episode of TASG. Thank you, by the way, for the support so far. This is one of the best seasons of TASG I've ever had since leaving high school. So, thank you, and welcome to another episode in quarantine. Now, there's a lot of people out there, and I bet that you probably want to go out, eat something, but you really can't because a lot of the restaurants are pickup only, to go, or you just want to stay at home and Uber Eats. For me, as much as I like to trust Uber Eats, there's going to be those delivery drivers that will a little bit shady, let's say, and they might, eat your stuff, or maybe the people at the restaurant, they might get it wrong. But with no choice left, mobile ordering options are at least the way to go. For me, pick up in person as opposed to going the Uber Eats route. Because as much as I'd like to trust it, you just can't. One of my friends, for example, last week she ordered something, and all of a sudden I see on Twitter that she tells the guy to go F themselves for taking a bite out of their food. And that's something that could potentially be very shady. And that's why I don't really trust Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash or any of those. Instead, what I do, I pick it up myself. And how better else to do it by going into a couple of the food apps like Chipotle or Subway. This is a review of a couple of those apps. So the first app that I want to get into is obviously everybody's favorite restaurant, Chipotle. It's a very, very simple app. Once you open the app, it'll dump you directly into your last reordered meal. And for my case, I went for a steak bowl. With guac. And they get it done in like 15 minutes or less, and you just you arrive and you just grab and you go. And that's very simple. The entire process is very seamless. And for people who are sometimes unsure, or if they're very hesitant, if that's what they want to get, let's say you already have all of your items in your bag and you're already paying for it. It has a hold to, like, instead of just tapping to pay, you hold down the card and pay. And best part about that is that if you have any regrets, or if you backtrack, you can actually reverse your decision and say, never mind, I don't need it. Alright, so the next app that I want to get into is the Subway app. And just like Chipotle, the Subway app is just as simple to use. The splash screen for the Subway app has a couple things going on here. First of all, it also first thing that shows you is your rewards program. So the rewards program, similar to Chipotle or Starbucks and all that stuff, and it shows you, how much you can get, and the surprises and the prizes that you get if you hit those rewards. But one big thing that you get to do here, again, favorites, you get to name. I don't know if Chipotle can do that. It'll just have the item, but it actually gives you the chance to name your sandwich. And I call my sandwich the post shift. And again, just like Chipotle, you basically change everything for Chipotle from burritos and Mexican food to sandwiches and all that stuff. And it'll show you your pickup location, and it'll add it to your bag. And the pickup process for both restaurants are very easy, but in the case of Subway, your mileage may vary. That's a good way to put it for Subway, because sometimes Subway is going to get at least in the case today, when I visited Subway, there was actually a line out because they limited the number of people inside the store. And I think the same thing goes for Chipotle as well. Obviously wear a mask and gloves. But for Chipotle actually has their dedicated shelves. They'll just put it on the shelf, you just grab it and go, as opposed to Subway where you actually have to kind of check in with the sandwich artist in-house. and all that stuff. And that process actually took me 20 minutes today. There were a lot of people at around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the lunch rush hour. And it was a little bit, it's a tangent because I'd be able to walk in, grab, and go. But because of that, depends how busy it is, your mileage may vary. Overall, food apps in general have been getting amazing. I feel like this pandemic has caused these restaurant chains to innovate and create better apps, a better experience for the consumer, and that's really great. You can you can customize a sandwich, you can toast it, you can get the bacon on, you can get the bacon, you can get the guac, you can get the avocado. Not right now though because of the pandemic, obviously. Well, anyways, guys, I'm Mark Cappe. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe for more. We got more content hitting you your way.